That's all right.
As a result of COVID closures, artists are now exploring new digital mediums and immersive experiences, whilst art institutions such as Tate Modern and the National Gallery are offering virtual tours to give audiences a new way to see their collections. Art critic Tabish Khan tells us some of the pros and cons of these new online events.
I think one advantage of virtual tours is often they are free or cheaper than actually seeing the exhibition in person. So that means those who can't afford to pay for exhibitions, which are becoming more expensive these days, will have a way to experience them. In terms of cons, there are certain things such as art doesn't always translate to a 2D space on your screen. There's a very different feeling of seeing a painting or a sculpture in 3D versus on screen.
London's art institutions are creating 360 tours and innovative and interactive videos for their audiences. But how do they work? Lawrence Charles from the National Gallery tells all.
In terms of virtual tours, which are like more 360s, you're often working, as I say, with companies like Google or someone like Matterport, where you are literally getting someone in to take nude photography. You're getting a 360 camera, you're photographing the space, and then you're stitching those images together and creating something that's navigable for the audiences.
It's a very difficult time for museums in London during the pandemic because they're used to having huge amounts of footfall. Now, even when they can open, limited numbers of people are allowed, so many stay closed.
I think it'd be wrong to say that the art industry has kept going unaffected because they have, people have lost jobs, it's been very difficult, they've lost revenue. And, there are really simple things such as people go to museums and they spend money in the gift shop or they spend money in the cafe. And with a virtual version, you're not going to have any of that.
The total number of visits to London museums and galleries in the first quarter of 2020 decreased by 90% compared to the same period the previous year. The pandemic has forced the digitalisation of many day-to-day activities, but are virtual museum tours here to stay?
Yes, I think it's been like a change to the art world that's irreversible. Like I think people have seen how successful they are and how like freeing they are almost. So I don't think no, I don't. I think we'll keep having them, and I think they will keep kind of like running parallel to physical exhibitions and kind of like juxtaposing each other.
We've seen during this pandemic that museums have embraced virtual tours, not as an add-on but a necessity. With advancing technologies and great potential to discover, momentum is sure to build.
And I'm hopeful that this will continue as it allows a greater audience to access the museums and galleries that I love and I want more people to see.
This is Zafar, City News.